Plane crashes, though statistically rare, evoke a primal fear in us. The thought of being trapped in a metal tube hurtling towards the earth is, quite frankly, terrifying. It's easy to let our minds get lost in worst-case scenarios. However, the reality is that survival is possible, even in the face of such harrowing experiences. Understanding the dynamics of plane crashes, the potential dangers, and the importance of quick thinking can drastically improve your chances of survival. Statistics show that a significant percentage of plane crashes occur during takeoff or landing. This knowledge should prompt us to be extra vigilant during these critical phases of flight. Familiarize yourself with the safety procedures outlined in the pre-flight briefing. Locate the nearest emergency exits and mentally rehearse an evacuation plan. Every second counts in an emergency, and being prepared can make all the difference. But surviving a plane crash goes beyond just knowing the physical procedures. It's about mental fortitude, a deep-seated will to live, and the ability to make rational decisions under extreme pressure. In the following sections, we'll delve into the psychological aspects of survival, equipping you with the tools to face the unthinkable. Remember, knowledge is power, and in a life-or-death situation, it could be your lifeline. The immediate aftermath of a plane crash is often chaotic. Fear, panic, and confusion can paralyze even the most level-headed individuals. This is where the power of the human mind comes into play. Studies have shown that individuals who survive extreme situations often exhibit remarkable resilience and adaptability. The key lies in managing your fear response. When faced with danger, our bodies go into fight or flight mode, releasing adrenaline and triggering a cascade of physiological changes. While this response is essential for survival in short bursts, prolonged exposure to stress hormones can be detrimental. It's crucial to regain control of your emotions and channel your energy towards constructive actions. One effective technique is to focus on the present moment. Take deep breaths, engage your senses, and concentrate on the tasks at hand. Avoid dwelling on negative thoughts or catastrophic outcomes. Instead, break down the situation into smaller, manageable steps. This approach will help you regain a sense of control and prevent you from feeling overwhelmed. Once you've regained your composure, it's time to assess the situation and prioritize your actions. The first few minutes after a crash are critical. Remember, the environment can be hazardous, and your safety should be your top priority. Check yourself for injuries and attend to any immediate medical needs. If possible, assist others who may be injured. However, avoid moving anyone with potential spinal injuries unless absolutely necessary. Look around and assess the environment. Are there any immediate dangers such as fire, smoke, or debris? If it's safe to do so, try to move away from the wreckage to a more secure location. If you're trapped inside the plane, try to remain calm and call for help. If you can reach an emergency exit, assess the situation outside before opening it. Ensure there are no immediate dangers, such as fire or a steep drop. Once you're out of the plane, find a safe distance from the wreckage and gather with other survivors if possible. In a perfect world, we would have ample time to pack an emergency kit before a plane crash. However, reality often doesn't afford us such luxuries. It's essential to be resourceful and utilize whatever items you have on hand to aid in your survival. Examine your belongings and those of others for anything that could be useful. Items like clothing, blankets, and even newspapers can provide insulation against the elements. A sturdy piece of plastic or a garbage bag can be used to collect rainwater or create a makeshift shelter. A lighter or waterproof matches can be invaluable for starting a fire for warmth and signaling. Additionally, remember that your immediate surroundings might hold valuable resources. Natural materials like branches, leaves, and vines can be used to build shelters, create tools, or start fires. Familiarize yourself with basic survival skills such as knot tying, shelter building, and fire starting. These skills could prove to be invaluable in a survival situation. Section 5. Signaling for help, increasing your visibility. After ensuring your immediate safety and gathering essential supplies, your next priority should be signaling for help. The sooner rescuers locate you, the better your chances of survival. Visibility is key, so focus your efforts on creating signals that stand out from the environment. If you have a mirror, use it to reflect sunlight towards the sky. The flash of light can be seen for miles and is a highly effective way to attract attention. If you're in a forested area, try to create a clearing and build a signal fire. The smoke from the fire can be spotted from a distance, especially during the day. At night, a fire becomes even more crucial. Build a large bonfire to generate as much light and heat as possible. You can also use bright clothing, flares, or flashlights to signal rescuers. If you have a whistle, blow it in short, sharp bursts to create an audible signal. Section 6. Finding food and water. Sustenance in the wild. Survival is about more than just the initial rescue. Depending on your location and the time it takes for help to arrive, you may need to fend for yourself for an extended period. Finding food and water becomes crucial for sustaining yourself in the wild. Water is your top priority. Dehydration can set in quickly and severely impact your cognitive and physical abilities. Look for sources of fresh water such as streams, rivers, or springs. If you can collect rainwater, do so using any available containers. If necessary, you can purify water by boiling it or using water purification tablets. Food, while important, is secondary to water in the short term. The human body can survive for several days without food. However, it's important to replenish your energy levels to maintain your strength and morale. Look for edible plants, berries, and insects. If you're in a wilderness area, try to create basic traps or snares to catch small animals. Section 7. Overcoming challenges, weather, wildlife, and terrain. Surviving in the wild presents a multitude of challenges, and your ability to adapt to these challenges will greatly influence your chances of survival. Weather can be your friend or foe. Extreme heat or cold can be just as dangerous as a lack of food or water. If you're in a hot climate, prioritize finding shade and staying hydrated. In cold weather, focus on building a shelter that protects you from the elements and staying warm. Layer your clothing if possible and stuff any available materials inside your clothing for insulation. Wildlife encounters can be a concern depending on your location. Familiarize yourself with the local fauna and potential dangers. Avoid approaching wild animals, especially predators. If you encounter a dangerous animal, try to make yourself appear larger and make noise to scare it away. Remember, your goal is to coexist peacefully, not engage in conflict. Section 8. Key takeaways, your survival checklist. Surviving a plane crash requires a combination of mental fortitude, practical skills, and a healthy dose of luck. While we can't control every aspect of such a harrowing experience, we can equip ourselves with the knowledge and tools to increase our odds of survival. Remember to stay calm, assess the situation, and prioritize your safety. Signal for help using any means possible and be resourceful in finding food, water, and shelter. Overcoming the challenges of weather, wildlife, and terrain will test your resilience, but with determination and the will to live, survival is within reach. Share your thoughts on this crucial topic in the comments below. Let's create a community of preparedness and support. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more insightful content on survival, resilience, and the power of the human spirit.